Good morning, Brandon Hardison, President of Champion Strategies. Glad you can make it back for our final installment of Lead Generation. If you missed some of it, we wanted to just drill down just a little bit. I saw a lot of scuttlebutt going back and forth about how customers were a little upset when BDC internet individuals would call them and they would be confused because A, I have already given you information. Two, why do you need more information before I can see exactly what your product or services are? So we did a two-part series already about lead generation companies and how they can improve and what it means to you, the consumer. So hopefully you are doing your research. But we're going to wind it up today with this because I believe that the best consumer is an educated one. So hopefully some of you took some time to do some research. Yesterday we led off with what is a lead generation, taking you down into these different buckets of where you may fall into. But yesterday we were talking about a person being attracted to a landing page. There's something there. They ask for some information. Hopefully we can convert you to a visitor, and hopefully there's a lead. Someone communicates in their own way, either auditory or there's something online, just so we can get you in to show you more of what we do. Great customer, and you're delighted. And now we have a customer for life. In those processes of lead generation, the key thing was call to action. What's going to get you to come and visit that site? That's what we call a call to action in this whole thing. So if some of that made sense to you yesterday, we're just going to wind it down with a summary. All right. Lead generation processes have been around for a while. Companies, once again, do a great job with it, but they don't have any services, no training, no tutorials to help out those GMs, business development managers at the dealership. So to sum it up, call to action is the key thing to find out where in the landing page we saw you, what type of information we want to get from you, so I can assign it to somebody to get back to you. Lead generation marketing is another strategy, once again, just so you can see that shiny object and you will get to their site and continue to leave information. Once again, they're not doing anything wrong. Many times they don't gather enough information. This way, that sales rep for that company is more astute. They can do a lot better when they finally communicate with you, the consumer. But lead generation marketing is very important when it comes to this. You'll hear a lot about content, and if you're in this world, content is king. What you actually say, how you describe things, can make it a lot easier for a guest when they're on your landing page. What type of strategies do you use when you're trying to tell the story of your organization or the product or services that you're trying to use it with? Now, there are some great ways of getting the story out. Facebook, a lot of lead generations. LinkedIn, a lot of lead generations. There's a PPC lead generations, pay per click each time you click, but that's not on your side, the consumer. We're talking about the dealership. Are we going after consumers, or are we going to B2B business? And then are you using the right software? Because if we're not using the right software, really as an organization, you're going to be right back to square zero. So all I would like to say in summary of all of this is that I hope I gave you something to think about the next time you receive that communication, or you're online or on one of these social sites and you see that shining object, and then after you click on it, they want some information. Once again, lead generation companies are not doing a bad job. The thing that they forget, or maybe they just don't have it in their infrastructure, there needs to be training to the people that they're selling the services to. You just can't say here, and this is going to give you a lot of people, leads, if you will, to contact, because now those sales representatives are going to be frustrated because they don't know that much about you. And that makes you, the consumer, mad. So I would say in closing, if you are a dealership, if you're a BDC manager, a general manager, and you're talking about going with a lead generation company, ask them, do they provide training, real training, not a tutorial, someone that's going to come to the dealership and work not only with your management team, but the sales professionals on how to get the better bang for the buck, or tell a better story so your call to action that you want your guests to have will be seamless. People do want to buy products. What they hate is that if I've given you information, and why are you asking it again? If I give you some information and now you're trying to get different information, why? And these are the things that hurt when it comes to lead generation. So many good companies out there, but there's only a handful that I can think of that offer training in general. When it comes to the automotive industry, lead generation companies need to check out Richie Bello and his team and see what he does, because I think they do about the best helping dealers get the bang for their buck and also great customer experiences. Once again, Brandon Hardison, Champion Strategies. Go out and make it a champion day. Thank you.